this point in time, and I will come back to you to get your views on it. There seems to be no adoption rights for queer couples. Well, that is the big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time. The Supreme Court has come up with a 3-2 verdict on the adoption. When it comes to adoption rights for queer couples, well, that is another area of concern there. 3-2 verdict, no adoption rights for queer couples. The Supreme Court bench hasn't really gone ahead and rendered their verdict in favor of adoption rights for queer couple. What we're given to understand is that it's a 3-2 verdict when it comes to the adoption rights granted to queer couples. Well, Justices Ravindra Bhat, Hima Kohli and PS Narasimha has opposed the adoption rights. CJI, Justice SK Kaul have favoured the adoption right. Well, that is the big breaking news that we're getting you. It's a split verdict. In a 3-2 verdict over there, Justice Ravindra Bhat, Hima Kohli and PS Narasimha has opposed the rights to adopt for adoption by the queer couples, where it was the Chief Justice of India and the Justice SK Kaul who had favoured the adoption rights for the queer couples. So clearly no adoption rights there for queer couple. Another letdown for the LGBTQ plus community, where it looked like that the adoption rights would be granted to the queer couples, but this split verdict has taken that away as well. Let me go back to my guest, Nishant. I had posed that question to you, that, there were adoption rights granted to the queer couple, but the breaking news that we are just getting you right now clearly shows that Justice Ravindra Bhat, Hima Kohli and PS Narasimha have gone ahead and opposed that very right that was spoken about by Justice Chandrachud and SK Kaul. What do you have to say about it?
Well, it's very disheartening that we are not even being considered for the adoption rights now, and what more is pending for us to really, have more disappointment and frustration. I am really spellbound at this moment to hear this after, the disappointment that has led through the verdict this morning. Very, very sad about hearing this development, and I'm really disappointed at this moment to know that we're not being given the adoption rights. So I'm really wondering, when they are saying that we're granting equal rights, what exactly do they mean, rather than doing these small little favors on us?
What are the equal rights then is what the LGBTQ plus community and several of the activists are questioning. I'll come back to our guests. Let me also go across to our legal editor, Harish, who is joining me right now. Harish, there seems to be no legal right for the queer couples to go ahead when it comes to adoption. It's a 3-2 verdict by the court. Elaborate upon it.
Yes, as far as the main question is concerned, whether the same-sex couples have a right to marry, and in fact they have a legal right to marry, does the marriage should be accorded legal recognition? All 5 judges have said no, and it's a domain of the state whether to give it or not, because the Special Marriage Act does not recognize civil union of same-sex couples, and if to give so, it has to be amended, and amendment is the job of the legislature. As far as the adoption rights are concerned, 3 of the judges, in fact Chief Justice and Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul had said that they have adoption rights, but 3 judges deferred. They were Justice PS Narasimha, Justice Ravindra Bhat, Justice Hima Kohli said that they also cannot be given adoption rights till the Special Marriage Act recognizes such a union of same sex. So it's a big setback for the LGBTQ community. They were hoping that they may finally get legal. The marriage will be recognized. In fact, why is it important is because same-sex marriage is permitted, but it's not legally valid. As a result, they are not enjoying the other benefits which are enjoyed by normally heterosexual couple and opposite-sex couple, like several legal rights, like getting a share of the spouse's property, in fact, opening a joint bank account, appointing a partner in the insurance policies, and several other rights are being denied. So in a way they have said that Special Marriage Act is violative of the Constitution because it discriminates same-sex couples and opposite-sex couples, but Supreme Court was not interested in the argument and said that upheld the argument of the government that simple tweaking of Special Marriage Act will not suffice. In fact, around 158 amendments are required to required in Constitution, Indian Penal Code, Civil Procedure Code, Criminal Procedure Code, and 28 other statutes. And amendment of statutes is the job of the government and not of the Supreme Court. So Supreme Court upheld these arguments and said that now it is the job of the government to, in case they want to legalize, they can form a committee, and the committee headed by the Cabinet Secretary shall identify the social security measures, welfare benefits and legal rights which can be accorded to the community, and the Parliament can take the requisite action. But some very significant pro-LGBTQ community comments have come from the bench, which said that the state and center and state shall ensure that cure committee is not discriminated, community is not discriminated vis-a-vis supply of goods and services, sensitize public about cure rights, create hotline for cure community, create safe houses for queer couple, and ensure that intersex children are not forced to undergo operations. There shall be no harassment to queer community by summoning them to police station solely to inquire about their sexual identity. Police should not force queer persons to return to their natal family. Police should conduct a preliminary inquiry before registering an FIR against the queer couple over their relationship. So the Supreme Court has just stopped short of legalizing the same-sex marriage, but has asked the government to consider giving them various social security measures, welfare, they include them in the welfare schemes and give them several legal rights. Back to you.